afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable judges, and my fellow debaters. My name is CARLIN from Senior High School 1, Bojonegoro. In today's chance, I stand confidently as the proposition team and strongly supporting the motion. This House would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Firstly, let's clarify the motion. This House would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment means that instead of sending gambling offenders to jail, the government should provide them with community service and skill training. The opposition team may argue that imprisonment deters crime and ensures punishment. However, I, as the proposition team, believe that prison does not solve the root causes of gambling, while social service and training offer rehabilitation, reduces re-offending, and help offenders reintegrate into society. Now, let us look briefly onto the status quo in our world right now. Today, many countries punish gambling offenders with fines or prison. Yet, these punishments are ineffective. Prisons are overcrowded, and offenders often return to gambling once released. In contrast, rehabilitation programs in countries like Singapore and Norway, which emphasize community serving and training, have proven far more successful. Honorable judges, the debate today is whether we should keep relying on punitive imprisonment or shift towards restorative justice through social service and skill training. To strengthen this, I'd like to start with a quote by Nelson Mandela, who once said that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This reminds us that the solution to social problems is not punishment, but empowerment through learning. If gambling offenders are imprisoned, they are often shaped by the community and gain no new skills to build a better future. On the other hand, if we provide them with training and community service, we give them both responsibility and opportunity that can change their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, true justice is not only about punishing mistakes, but about preventing them from being repeated. According to the 2022 report by the Howard League in UK, offenders who underwent community-based rehabilitation programs were 35% less likely to reoffend compared to those who are imprisoned. In South Korea, skill training programs for gambling addicts helped nearly 60% of participants secure stable jobs, significantly lowering their risk of relapse. Meanwhile, in the United States, the Prison Policy Initiative has shown that imprisonment often worsens addictions, as prisoners lack proper counseling and leave prisons with even fewer opportunities than before. Judges, these facts clearly show that skill training and social service are more effective than imprisonment in reducing gambling-related crime and helping offenders reintegrate into society. It is also important to note that imprisonment is costly for the state but achieves little. By contrast, skill training builds productive citizens who contribute to the economy, while social service ensures offenders to give back to the community in a constructive way. Logically, if our justice system only focuses on punishment without rehabilitation, the society will keep recycling the same problems. Gambling offenders are not dangerous criminals. Most of them are just people struggling with addiction, financial desperation, and lack of opportunities. If we truly want to solve the issue, we must treat the root causes by giving them skills, job, and sense of responsibility instead of locking them behind bars. Respected judges, imprisonment may seem like justice, but it is only a temporary solution. Rehabilitation, on the other hand, ensures long-term progress. In conclusion, if we allow offenders to be sent to prison, we are not solving the problem. We are perpetuating it. Punishment without rehabilitation strips away opportunities, hope, and dignities. But through social service and skill training, we can rebuild lives, reduce reoffending, and create a safer community. Ladies and gentlemen, the future belongs to not a system that merely punishes, but to one that transforms mistakes into second chances. That is why I, CARLIN, stand firm with the motion that this House would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Thank you.